To his outside, the 55 from Creston, that's Austin Brew.
Row number 2 to the inside out of Stewart, Iowa, the 96 of Skylar Pruitt. To his outside, the Mo Valley Missile. That's the 27 of Jason Cole.
Row 3, that's Hunter Wergen to the 2X for Milford, and the 20A of Dawson Posnecker from Ames to his outside.
Row number 4 to the inside out of Norfolk, the 94F, that's Tyler Frisch. To his outside from Columbus, the 69L, Brandon Lockspeech.
It'll be Toby Ives in the 6i from Vertigreen to round out your order. As we are set to go green. 9 cars, top 3 move on to the big show. Everyone else to the B.
Green flag is out. 3 wide start down into turn 1. The 55 going to take it to the high side. Austin Brune working the high side, trying to get the momentum run. Oh, we got a car up and over the berm.
That's Lockspeech, stalled. And is he going to keep it going? Tick, tick, tick. Yes, he will. Great job, Brandon, to keep it going. Race for the lead off of forward 2x2 at the line. And it's going to be Beller, your leader.
Brune and Cole, your top 3. We're going to focus on that. First car outside looking in, and the 96 of Skylar Pruitt. Pruitt not letting the 27 of Jason Cole get away. Cole's going to work the high side in 3 and 4. Stay up against the brim, up against the berm. Good momentum run for the 55. You got a new race leader on lap number 2.
Brandon Lockspeech went around, and he's going to pull off the speedway, so no lap traffic. But Austin Brune, one of our weekly competitors, going up against another weekly competitor, Joe Bellerman. And it's the Iowa natives. Off of turn number 4. Look at the crossover by Jason Cole. Dives back underneath Pruitt as they go into 1 and 2. That is for the final transfer. A lot of money on the line right now for that 3rd spot. You get into the show, it's big money no matter where you start and finish.
Good run for Skylar Pruitt. Looking to the inside of Joe Beller. Pruitt is really making that low side work. They may be 3 wide off turn number 4. Heat race number 1 for your IMCA Hobby Stocks. Once again, Austin Broom continues to lead. He's pulling away from this battle for the transfer spot.
Oh, Hunter Wergen jumped the cushion, got crossed up. He's not going to lose a spot. Even if you're not making it into the show, wherever you finish is very important at these heat races. You want to be as close to the front as possible to try to get a transfer out of a B. As that battle for 3rd continuing, Pruitt, he doesn't want the last transfer. He wants 2nd right now as we've got a 3-car battle off of 2.
Jason Cole hanging out back there in the Missouri Valley native, just waiting for one of these top 2 to make a mistake. The 2 cars in front of him to make a mistake. Boy, that was a great line. Highest we've seen yet for Pruitt. But Pruitt's going to hold on to that 3rd spot as Beller in 2nd. And once again, Brune, your race leader, with a lap and a half to go as the field goes down the backstretch.
Man, I'm so impressed with Joe Beller right now. One of our weekly competitors. A little bit of an advantage maybe being on this racetrack so much this year, but he is holding off 2 of Iowa's best in the hobby stock division, and he's got 1 more lap to do, and it's out front, Austin Brune all over this one to the 55.
Pruitt now maybe making his move. Good run, car around, middle of turns 1 and 2. We may finish this lap as we got a battle for 2nd.
Oh,
Beller
touch.
bobbles.
Contact, Austin Brune's gonna win.
Wow, nose. That's a photo finish.
Pruitt got it by 12 1/1000ths of a second. Joe Beller will still transfer. Jason Cole gonna have to go to a B, but what a race for 2nd in that one.
Man.
How about it, race fans? Creston's own Austin Brune, winner of heat race number 1. Taylor Gruder with Jarrett Posnecker, the 20P from Ames to his outside.
Row number 2 to the inside. We'll see the 2B, Brooke Fluckinger out of Columbus. To her outside, we'll see the 41, the Waterman, Adam Wasserman.
Inside row number 3, formerly of Albion, now by way of Kannapolis, North Carolina. That's the 38 special of Kevin Crone. To his outside, that's the 7 from Albion. That's Michael Brangelman.
Row number 4 to the inside from Battle Creek, the A55. That's Anson Hawthorne. To his outside, we'll see Tyler Smith in the 22T out of Sioux City, Iowa. And your final starter, waving at you, good buddy, the 10-4 of Robert Saltz out of Fremont.
Of course, the 22T, Tyler Smith, had issues in his time trials. He didn't actually record a lap last night in the time trial session, so he starts deep. Always a fast one. We'll see how this one turns out. A good sprinkle of different states in this race as the field thunders through 1 and 2. 3 wide for the lead. Are we 4 wide for a moment? Yes, we were.
Michael Brueggemann goes over in turns 1 and 2, gets it back underway, and we stay green. Back to the front.
Wow, 3 wide for 2nd. Who's going to lead lap number 1? It's going to be Posnecker at the line. Jarrett Posnecker with the car length lead. 3 wide for the final transfer as they go into 1 and 2 between Crone, Wasserman, and Fluckinger. Now here comes Brooke Fluckinger up into second.
Oh, the 7 again. Michael Brueggemann goes over this time. He may not get it refired. Went over the broom backwards, and the caution will wave.
Michael Brangelman, tough break for the 7 machine. Yeah, a little bit of trickiness. Tell you what, the track is slick. Then you get to the top where there's a little bit of moisture and it kind of just catches the car.
I mean, how many people would travel over 1,200 miles to race a race?
The Crone family, synonymous with dirt track racing in this area. And Kevin, he was always a good one. He used to race here weekly a long, long time ago. Good to see the 38 Special back in live. That's a very popular number here in the Albion area as well. A lot of tradition by that color scheme and number as we're back to green flag racing.
Single file restart down into turn 1. Posnecker, then Wasserman and Fluckinger. A little bit of a bobble on the low side from one car. We got another car. Robert Salt's going around. Hold on to it. Good, buddy.
And he's going to try to back it up, keep it going as we've got a new leader off of 4. Adam Wasserman takes over the top spot. It'll be Posnecker in second. Fluckinger in that third and final transfer. You want to race, if you're in a transfer spot, you want to race for position, but you do not want to make a mistake and to cost yourself that transfer. As now Crone is closing. Here comes the 38 Special.
Got 2 cars getting together on the backstretch. Looks like they're going to stay clean and green out of turn 4. Coming to 5 laps left to go. Wasserman holding off Brooke Fluckinger. Really impressed with the way that 2B is running in turns 1 and 2.
Oh, Posnecker's got a little bit of a bump by the Crone number 38. 4 cars going at it right now. That's the battle for the final transfer. A bump to the rump. Meanwhile, Tyler Smith just waiting in the wings as we've got one going around in turn 1. That's probably going to bring out a caution.
No.
He's going to keep going. We stay clean and green.
Oh, he's going to come back onto the racetrack right in front of the leaders. Wasserman, Fluckinger, Posnecker, and Crone all going at it.
Man, these heat races are fun right now, Dan. This is what you spent that hard-earned money for and waited a whole nother night to get back down here. Race for the final transfer continuing. Here comes Crone. As he makes contact with Posnecker off of 2. Good job. Crone actually got on the binders just to keep him from getting into the wall. Now he'll make his move in 3 and 4. We'll see if Posnecker can hold on.
He's gonna
no!
Crone hard into turn 3. Couldn't hold it, exit at turn 3, and she went around all by herself in turn 4.
We're still green.
He gets it refired. We stay green. He's going to have a big hole to climb out of as we look back to the front. Brooke Fluckinger not letting Adam Wasserman get away, and they're going to come up on lap traffic to Robert Saltz.
White flag is out one more time around. He talked about the lap traffic. Also, shout out to Tyler Smith. He started 8th. He is up to 4th. Right now, not in a transfer, but he's in a good spot for a B as we've got a race for the lead going into 3 and 4.
Final set of corners. Brooke Fluckinger might get pinned in by Robert Saltz. She's going to dive low. Wasserman goes high.
Oh, baby.
At the line. Who's got it? Wasserman by a nose.
61 one-thousandths of a second for Wasserman. Both cars locked in, but boy, that's big for Wasserman. He wants up front. Fluckinger second, Jarrett Posnecker third, Tyler Smith will round out the top 4, 1 spot out. How about heat race number 2, race fans, in your hobby stocks?
We'll see the 06I, that's Dylan Ives.
Row 3 to the inside, it's the 21R from Tabor, South Dakota. That's Matt Rezak. And Albion's own Randy Nelson to the 18 to his outside.
Your final row will be the 4 of Mark Arduzer out of Battle Creek, Nebraska to his outside. The 01W, that's Brett Williams out of Columbus.
A lot of fast cars mixed through this whole field. I think Mark Arduzer, one of our weekly competitors, always in the top 5 the point standings. He had some issues in time trials last night, having to start at the rear. Here we go, Dustin Jackson and Jordan Troutman on the front row. We're green in heat race number 3.
Troutman, a little bit of a slow start. Jackson's going to get off to the early lead. He'll have it in turns 1 and 2. Takes the high side out of turn number 2 and down the backstretch. Stiggy's going to get a run on the low side. Exit at turn 2. Brandon Stiggy up to second.
Look at Arduzer from dead last to a transfer, Dan. He's on the move.
Dustin Jackson is going to lead lap number 1. Brandon Stiggy and Mark Arduzer, your transfer spot, but only by a nose cone. They're side-by-side exit of turn 2. Down the backstretch. Fantastic side-by-side racing. Heat race number 3.
Well, we talked about the smoke last night out of Dustin Jackson. His wife Stephanie said, hey, it's a hobby stock. It smokes every lap. Well, he's out front smoking the field right now as he's got the top spot. Stiggy in second. Battle for third. Rezak wants to get into the mix now. You got 3 cars duking it out for the final transfer.
Rezak sitting in that 3rd spot outside. That's 5th position. Once again, only taking the top 3 at the line. Troutman's going to hold on to it, but Rezak taking over the 4th spot. Rezak now 3 wide.
How about it? Arducer trying to thread the needle. It's amazing to see that he can get any drive in the slick as he catches the bottom in 3 of 4, drifts up. Here comes Rezak to the inside. How about Troutman? Keeping it nice and steady up top, holding his lane.
A little bit of a push last time for the 4 of Rezak, the 21R of Rezak. Side by side down the backstretch. This battle for the final transfer spot, every heat race has been fantastic.
This racetrack is in mint condition right now. These features later on tonight are going to be stellar, but who's going to be in them? That is what we're deciding right now. Are we going to be 3 wide again? Yes, we are. No, not quite. Rezak now up into that 3rd spot. Those are your top 2 have pulled away.
The smoker, 22X Dustin Jackson, holding on to that spot with 2 laps left to go. He's got the top spot with Brendan Stiggy all by himself in 2nd. We continue to keep an eye on that battle for the final transfer spot. It's Matt Rezak right now, Jordan Troutman in 2nd, and Mark Arducer trying to regain that transfer spot. White flag is out. Ryan, final time.
How about Dustin Jackson, the O'Neill native? That's a throwback paint scheme on the 22X, and he is fast up front, over a 2.5-second lead over the field. Brandon Stiggy fast himself. He is locked into the show as they work into 3 and 4. The question is the final transfer. As they come off of turn number 4, Dustin Jackson gets it done in heat race number 3.
Coming home in 2nd, the 69 of Brendan Stiggy. The question is 3rd. It will be the 21R. Matt Rezak will get the 3rd and final transfer spot. Jordan Troutman in 4th, Mark Arducer in 5th. Randy Nelson, Brett Williams, and Dylan Ives will all have to come out of the creature features.
How about it, race fans? Picking up the heat race win, the 22X, Dustin Jackson. To go for a price of $5. Not too shabby. And, hey, you're going to be back here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am.
Buddies, we're going to go and enjoy some high noon taste test that night. So if you're a high noon lover, that is your night.
I am really excited for you guys to try the new high noon tea.
I'm not a tea man, but it was pretty solid, I will say. For a guy who's not a fan of tea, I enjoyed it.
They know what they're doing when they come out with a new type and flavor. So high noon tequilas, high noon vodkas, high noon teas, we're going to have it all. We may even bring some new Jell-O shots that my company has. So
those are dangerous, by the way.
We'll see.
All right. 8 cars, 8 laps the distance. Top 3 transfer to tonight's A main. Everyone else to one of, I believe, 3 B features as we're green off of 4.
Side by side down into turn 1. Euling.
And it'll be Milky taking the lead down the back straightaway. Pulls about 3 car lengths. Euling sitting back in 2nd. Here comes Zach Olmstead to the inside. Battle for 2nd off of 4.
Big advantage for the 58J. Lance Milky. But a good run off turn number 2. Jordan Euling starting to reel him in. We got a battle for the race lead. Now it's a 3-car battle.
Top 3 cars have pulled away for the rest of the field. Brandon Hurley outside looking in as now Zach Olmstead dives underneath the 58 of Euling. Good battle for the 2nd spot. Olmstead running right through the slick in the center. Look at the slide job deeper in the field by Ronabob. Wow. Up into 5th in the 7N.
A little bit more work to do for Ronabob. But plenty of laps to get it done. 5 laps left to go for Lance Milky. Jordan Euling holding on to that 2nd spot. Olmstead trying to diamond the corner off and get a run down the backstretch. Not able to do it. 1 car length advantage for Euling.
And now the battle, the sight is set there for fourth. Slide job by Ronabom, again off of fourth. Another one of the Kansas runners making a long trip up. Always a fast hot rod wherever he goes, and he is on the move. Hurley back to fifth. And does he have enough time to catch that battle for second? The more they battle with each other, they give an opportunity for him. Look at Olmstead throwing in deep. Dive bomb off the bottom of turn number 4. Fantastic run, and he's got the second spot by half a car.
So Olmstead now taking over that second spot. Euling back to third and keeping an eye on Ronenbaum. Started 8th up to 4th. He's going to have 2 laps to get it done this time by.
Once again, Lance Melke. Boy, would he love a win here tonight. $2,011 to the winner. Your Hobby Stocks, he got crossed up. Here comes Olmstead. He has closed within 2 car lengths. The top 3 have all been within 3 car lengths of each other. Now Ronabom within a straightaway as well. We're going to have 4 cars coming down to the white flag.
4 cars trying to figure out who the top 3 are moving on. White flag is out, final time. Lance Milkey, breaks loose. Olmstead's going to take advantage. Milkey battles back. They're side by side down the backstretch.
Into 3 and 4, one final time. Slide job by Olmstead. Does Milkey do the crossover? No. We've got a battle for third. Contact for the transfer, and it's Ronabom getting it. Milkey's going to come home second, and I think Olmstead's going to get the win. Oh, my. Ronabom contact with Hurley, and Ronabom in the transfer. Actually, that was with Euling. Top break for the 58 of Euling. 58J Jordan Euling. Oh, man, he is not going to be a happy camper after that one. Of course, you're racing for position, a high-dollar show. Sometimes that's going to happen. How about it, though, race fans? Your winner, Zach Olmstead. In tonight's A feature, all go home with a minimum of $1,011 here tonight. Just to start the feature is $211, which is just off of what a weekly night is to win. So heat race number 5 set to go green this time. Cole Pfeiffer and Dylan Reichs. Kansas versus Nebraska on the front row. It's Nebraska all the way behind that 10 machine as we go green.
Steady. Green flag is now out. Once again, 8 laps, top 3. They're going to be 3 wide, now 4 wide going into the corner.
Oh, 3 wide for the lead. We've had a lot of 3 wide action so far here tonight. Jason Wilkinson able to get up into that 3rd spot. He had a heck of a charge on the top side of the speedway. 3 wide again for the final transfer off of 4. Once again, top 3 cars checking into the main show tonight.
Dylan Reichs will lead lap number 1. Jason Wilkinson in 2nd, and in 3rd, the 10 of Cole Pfeiffer. That's a 3-car breakaway with Landon Roebuck in 4th. First car outside looking in, holding on to that 10 of Pfeiffer.
Dylan Reichs, he is fast up front, leading the way at a 7/10 of a second lead. The first lap this time by, it's up to 8/10 of a second over Jason Wilkinson. Battle for the final transfer. Roebuck throws it in deep. Pfeiffer holds him off just for the moment. Here comes Westring now to the inside of Euling. Good battle there just outside the top 5.
Battle for the race lead is on. Cole Pfeiffer, he's led the first 3. Got a car around turn 4.
Nick Langan, he's going to keep it going. We stay clean and green.
Dylan Reichs down the backstretch, your race leader. Wilkinson has run him down within a car length.
Whoa, Roebuck, what a monster slider for that 3rd and final transfer spot. Crossover by Pfeiffer.
He's got trouble. He may have blown a tire. He may have rolled the bead off that tire, and he did.
Yeah, the right rear, I think. Tough break for the youngster. No, Camry Landauer goes around right in front of him. This will be the end of Roebuck's heat race. Heartbreak Hotel for him, and that is going to bring out the caution. Is this the first caution of the night?
Second, I believe.
Okay. course, big shout out to AdvantageRacing.tv. Of course, if you're watching on Facebook Live, head on over to Boone County Raceway's Facebook page as well. Follow us. And, of course, head on over to AdvantageRacing.tv and IMCA.tv. Watch the rest of tonight's Tanner Pelster Memorial. We're still in the early stages of tonight's event. $6,111 to win on the stock cars. $2,011 to win hobby stocks, $1,311 to win in the late models here tonight. Jam-packed races, 120 cars. Get your subscription for tonight ASAP.
Good start for Dylan Reichs. He's going to take him down the backstretch with a big advantage over the 52 of Wilkinson. Oh, car over turn 3. He's going to stay in the throttle. And Dukes a hazard it back on the Boone County Raceway.
Dylan Reichs here, leader. Jason Wilkinson second, Pfeiffer third. And tell you what, that 58T Tanner Ewing, he is outside looking in. He's trying to hustle. How about Nick Langen, by the way? He went around early in the race and kept it going. He's not too far out of the transfer as well, but the top two definitely out of reach right now for that third, fourth, and fifth spot as Reichs and Wilkinson continue to lead the way.
The 10 of Cole Pfeiffer holding on to that final transfer spot as they come out of turn 4. Maybe a little bit of smoke coming out of the 10 of Pfeiffer. White flag is out, final time. Ewing had better find his way now. We got a car around turn 4, we stay green.
And that's Landauer. She was able to actually stay out on the racing surface. Checkered flag out of turn number 4. It'll be Dylan Reichs, your winner of heat race number 5.
Bringing it home in second will be the 52 of Jason Wilkinson. Your third and final transfer will be the 10 of Cole Pfeiffer. Tanner Ewing in the 58T. Unfortunately, first car outside looking in fourth.
And how about it, race fans? Picking up the heat race win from Lincoln. It's Dylan Reichs.
We'll line up inside row number 2 to his outside. Dylan Nelson in the 13N from Adele.
It'll be Ben Beecher, the B4 from Lincoln, inside row 3 with Juniata Zona 17, Tyler Thompson to his outside.
Your final starters will see the Dirty Dog Dave Carter in the 2C. Inside row number 4 out of Fremont to his outside from Columbus, the 19H. That's Colin Hine.
As we said, top 3 move on to the A feature. Everyone else goes to one of 3 Bs tonight. As, contact off of 4. Not a good start. We'll see if it holds. Yeah, they're not going to like that. They're going to call this one back, and you know what that means, Dan. And our Facebook community can enjoy.
Anthony's ready to go. I see the arms holding up high.
It's a social on social media.
It is a social on social media. Everybody at Boone County Raceway and watching at home, let's hold them high and drink them dry for Tanner. Get him up, get him up, get him up. Take a drink.
Powerade is a beautiful thing.
It really is. Got me some nice water.
Of course, toast to Tanner here tonight, the 4th annual Tanner Pelster Memorial. Glad to have each and every one of you on hand here this evening. My goodness, it feels like we've been through the ringer already calling these heat races. They've been so action-packed, 3, 2, 3, even 4 wide sometimes, even with how slick the track is. These drivers doing a great job of getting around this 3/8 mile high banks.
And we're not done yet. If this start gets called back, we take a double, so just get ready. I know I am. I got fresh water ready to go. Anthony, you ready?
Tuesday work is going to be rough as we're back to green flag racing.
Better start this time. I think it's going to stick. Dylan Richards to the outside, high side of Boone County Raceway. Oh, a little bit of 8 tires better than 4.
That was 3 wide, 2 rows deep as they go down the back stretch. Oh, here comes Adel Iowa's Nelson to the inside. Dives it in deep. He's got the second spot, but here comes the crossover from Jansen.
Jansen's going to hold on to that second spot. Nice crossover move. You don't have to get offended when they slide him in front of you. Just tap that brake, bring that nose down, and hit the throttle again. You can hold on to that lead, but now Nelson's going to take it over in turn 2 and down the backstretch.
Yeah, but if you're the 4JL Jansen, you don't want to shove it in too deep because you lose a little bit of spots on the second place runner, and now the rest of the pack closes. Boy, Colin Hyde getting a little feisty with Ben Beecher as well. Here's Stubbs as well. Oh, Stubbs, hold on to a contact.
Colin Hine gets involved, so does, I believe, the 17.
Tyler Thompson. Thompson off the pace. We are still green. I think his right front's all jacked up on the 17.
Heavy smoke for the 19H of Colin Hine.
We are racing still for the lead, Dan. How about this?
See what's happening here in turns 3 and 4. Telling the 17 to get to the infield.
Oh my.
And he does not.
Tore up from the floor up.
Yeah, that's not going to buff out.
I don't know if he really has an option to get to the infield because of how much rain we had, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt on this one for sure. I don't know if I've seen heavy damage like that to a hobby stock in quite some time. Don't think that one's going to quite buff out. Pretty well unscathed. Looks like he's got a little quarter panel damage. I think he mainly hit him on the back bumper instead of where the wheel is.
Saw a little bit of smoke coming off the car just as he went through turns 3 and 4 just after that contact. Look at him over, 5 to go. Dylan Richards, Dylan Nelson, and Lowell Jansen bringing him to green. Colin Hine looking to the inside of Ben Beecher. These two racing weekly on Saturday nights at Eagle Raceway. Good run off the corner for Colin Hine. He's going to take over the 4th spot. Now he's looking to the inside of Jansen.
And really, Colin Hine and Paxton Stubbs, the only competitors who we've seen on a mainly weekly basis here at Boone County Raceway. Everyone else is from out of town here in this one. So I tell you what, the out-of-towners doing a good job so far tonight. Dylan Richards and once again, Nelson. Dylan Nelson into second. It's Dylan and Dylan. All right, Jansen sitting back in that 3rd spot. Hine doing a good job on the bottom side of the speedway, Dan. He draws almost even with Jansen going into 1.
Yeah, he's trying to find any way he can around this track. He's a little bit better in the low side of turns 1 and 2, and just as I say that, Beecher stuck his nose in there. Good job of Ben Beecher not making contact with Hine.
Yeah, and I think Hine maybe has some tire rub on that left rear. You see the smoke billowing out. I think that's where the contact was made. He might even have rear end damage, to be honest with you, on that 19 machine.
It does seem to be a tick off the pace, but he's doing his best to keep it up, and he just doesn't have the bite off the corner like we saw early in the race. Coming out of turn number 4, white flag is out. Final time for the 24R. Beatrice's own Dylan Richards holding on to heat race number 6 lead. Once again, final time for Dylan Richards, Dylan Nelson, Lowell Jansen, Colin Hine, Ben Beecher, and Dave Carter.
Through 3 and 4, one final time. He started with the lead. He's going to end with the lead. Heat race number 6 goes to Dylan Richards. Dylan Nelson comes home second. Lowell Jansen third. It'll be Colin Hine in 4th. Ben Beecher, David Carter, Paxton Stubbs, and Tyler Thompson. So how about our race fans picking up the win from Beatrice? That's the 24R, Dylan Richards. Row 3 to the inside, the 7-11 from Oakley, Kansas. That's Brady Bankin. It was outside Travis Blythe, the 8 from Beatrice.
I know I'm going to get a text about this one. Row number 4 to the inside from Denton, the 14R. That's Matt Rotschafer to his outside. From North Fork to 3J, Joe Rosberg.
Rosberg, my friend.
Thank you, Rosberg. There's no E at the end of that. How about that?
Not quite.
Well,
we could make it have an E.
ROSE would be Rosberg, so it makes sense. Rosberg, thank you.
8 laps of distance, final 3 cars to get punched in from the heat races. And are we 3 wide for the lead? Yes, we are for just a moment. Oh, Ryan Fabian's feeling feisty.
He's going to get all he can get on lap number 1. That's what you got to do in these hobby stocks. Yellow is out. Thought I heard yellow get called.
Oh. Cone on the backstretch, I think.
Well, we were not able to complete a lap.
Something on the backstretch. Pretty impressive start already for Ryan Fabian. His first run in a hobby stock this year coming from the stock cars. Hasn't been out much this year, so I think it was his first overall night, so doing pretty well.
Ryan,
that's
you want to do
Dan.
the honors?
All right, race fans, let's do another toast to Tanner. Get him up, get him up, get him up. Let's take a drink.
Once again, if it's a beer, if it's a water, if it's a Pepsi Cola, we drink with what we got.
Green flag off of 4.
Side by side, now 3 wide, now 4
Oh,
wide.
my.
You want to talk about feeling frisky? Ryan Fabian's got somewhere to be.
Fame to the inside of Oberg. He's got so many laps, and that's not a good one. Oh, no. Oh.
Is he stuck?
I don't know. We're going to find out. I think he's got it lit. He's going to keep going. Good job, Ryan. That is heartbreak. And now we've got a battle for the final transfer. It's Kansas versus Nebraska. Here comes Travis Landauer to the inside of Brady Bankin. They draw close to the 2014 Tylen Lambertus.
Christopher Oberg, big advantage over Lambertus and Bacon. Nice Monday afternoon cruise in Albion, Nebraska.
Once again, continuing to click them off. Oberg setting the pretty fast pace out front by 1.25 seconds. And now Bankin, a bump to the back bumper, and now a bump to the pack from Landauer to the back bumper of Bankin. Tough break. He's going to be out of a transfer spot. Here comes Blythe now to the inside of Landauer.
Good news is four more laps to calm down, get the car back under you, make your way back to the front. A lot of racing left to go in your final heat race for your IMCA Hobby Stocks.
Yeah, this track's so technical right now. If you make any sort of mistake or pushing it too strong, it is tough to get stopped in time to make contact with drivers. As once again off of 4, Oberg continuing to extend that advantage up to almost a 2-second lead over Tylen Lambertus. And once again, Travis Landauer sitting at that third final transfer spot. And Travis Blythe outside looking in.
Good battle back in the field.
Oh, Rosberg goes around. He tried the slider. Oh, he's going to collect Blythe.
Two cars getting together. Yellow is out.
And the caution's going to fly. Tough break there. You're racing for final transfer spots and or just outside looking in by 1 spot. And that'll bring out the caution. We'll go back to 3 laps remaining, it looks. Is going to be right behind him. Actually, they're going to give Blythe his spot back as Rosberg going to be called for the caution. So it'll be Oberg, Lambertus, and Landauer. Your top 3 cars transferring right now. Blythe trying to change that. Bankin right there as well. As we're back to green flag racing. Matt Rodschaefer outside looking in. Ryan Faman gets around him. Up front, it's still Oberg, your leader. Lambertus and Landauer working the top side of the speedway. Everyone working the top. This Hobby Stocks kind of based on momentum. You get the momentum rolling. You've got a pretty fast hot rod. Now Bankin, dive bomb. Look out the 7-Eleven. Crossover by Blythe, right back to his inside. They'll draw even down the back straightaway. They're still outside looking in, though, as the white flag is out one more time around. Ryan Faman trying to gain a few spots as well. White flag for Christopher Oberg, the Wood River native, with a great run here tonight. Now we've got a race for the battle for the final transfer. Bankin closing within a car length on Landauer. Dive bomb at 3 and 4. Look out. Slide job. It's going to stick, but not going to work as Oberg wins. Lambertus second. Landauer in the third and final transfer. Bankin will be outside looking in as we've got some highlights to pick through here tonight, race fans. How about it off of turn number 4? Your winner, Christopher Oberg.